Okay, welcome to, I don't know, Saturday night or Sunday morning, depending on where you are. Plastidon in the comments is talking about ads. Maybe they're playing ads before I even start the stream, but I just hit the start button on the stream. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for watching ads, I suppose. I was just having an internal conversation with myself about the Reason sequencer. There's still some things that are new and interesting for me. One of them being the song versus block modes. We're going to be doing this in song mode tonight, which is what I'm used to with the old arrangement. But I can see some benefits to doing things in the block mode, which looks like it's allowing you to build things out in segments that you can easily repeat. But you can also, use some of the you can actually do the linear song features with the block mode as well. Anyway, cool. We're really tonight, I just want to be putting some music down and talking less. Because this is my time to really mess around with this a little bit. I don't even know what chords we're doing. I could use their chord thing, but I'm going to use my own still. Let's see, get the mouse out of the way. Something simple. Got a little click track happening, but nope. Close. Undo. Okay, cool. I still have to learn some more of the keyboard shortcuts for sure. But let's just do a little 8-bar thing here for a moment. There we go. Let's just do that far for a minute. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, cool. So let's loop-de-loop. Go super simple. So in Reason, I'm always wondering, where do I want to put things like reverbs, and do I want to build them into individual instruments? Sometimes with things like drums, I will build them into the actual instruments themselves. and let the rack handle it. And then other times we can use the sends in the mixer. There's just so many options with this. Oh man, cool start. We're just gonna leave that for a minute. Keep moving on for a little bit. Not because that's perfect, but because, oh geez, I haven't even looked over the comments. This is version 12, although I will say I just became a beta tester for version 13. Woo! And I'm super happy. Just catching up on the conversation for a minute. Okay, cool. Keep chatting. You guys are doing great. There's so many things I'm excited for in the new version 13. One of them would be that stereo widener, which is so good. And let's see. It's like I can't remember what. Can't even remember which one. Ooh, I do miss sometimes having the score editor just pop up. No, not finding the bass yet. Maybe. Catch up in the comments. This is the SL88 Studio from Studio Logic. I had to look. I like that bass. I think that'll work. Man. Let's turn on the OP1 for a minute. It's going to be a little easier to just hit the transport. Is it transport? Oh, hold on. Shift, Control 2. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's see. Come on. And I think I'm going to do, right from the beginning on this track, my favorite, Better Still Be There Forever, Combinator 777 from the original Combinator days. Let's get the drums, though, a little bit better placed here. Let's see. Oh man, I love this. Kong, yeah, that's it. And I'm still testing out some of my other stuff that I want to use with this, but I'm going to hook up my Gecko for a minute, which is a non-Reason thing, but oh man, what am I looking at? Gecko. There's all my apps. Gecko, right, left hand, spread out, up and down, channel 16. MIDI channel 16. Oh wait, MIDI channel 1. MIDI message 16. That's what I want. We're going to solo that one out. Okay, cool. And then here on my 777, what do I want this as? Right there. We're going to edit automation. No, that's not what I want. Clear. Can I do that in here? Let's see. Can I do that with anything? Edit. That's not what I was thinking it was going to be. Let me try it on this real quick. Master volume. Edit. Keyboard control. that working? No, it's not. Okay. Cancel. Ugh, maybe I can't do it in this. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah. Down. That's not what I wanted, though. Let's go to... Let's clear that. Clear. Put that back where it belongs. And we'll do it up with that one right here. Okay. Edit. Hand up and down. Yeah. Okay, cool. Hand up and down. Okay, let me see with the gecko if I can do a rest value of like the last. Okay, cool. So this thing is an old school thing. That's the Leap Motion hand. It's like just has like a little camera basically inside. So it's just a MIDI controller, but I've been wanting to test it out with this to make sure everything was going to work fine with it. Oof. That's cool. Let's see what we got here. Where are you? Come on. Did I mess it up when I moved it? Ugh, Gecko, where are you? What did I just do wrong? That's what. Maybe? Where did you go? Screwed something up there. Does my other stuff work? Yeah? Come on. What did I do wrong? Oh, that shouldn't. Clear automation. That's what I did wrong. I hit the option key when I did that. Okay, we're back. Oof. Rough. Okay, cool. Hate that feeling. Guess we're not in that key. Okay, so record, move my hand to get that ready, and then play. close, but not yet. Let's try and see how that. Where did I miss the note? I didn't think I missed that, but. So, I'm going to need to figure that out. Because it's like, I don't even. That's going to be annoying. Annoying because it didn't just automatically record the automation. Like any sane thing would do. That's MIDI coming in with it though, so it should have, but it's being triggered into a different place, so I'll have to sort that out. Maybe that's where I have to do it. I wonder. See if that. Yes. Victory. thing just goes on. I'm seeing your comments, Michael, but I haven't run anything back. What do you mean with your question? When do you teach? Oh, when you teach, do you ever teach about the development of the modern 12-note scale? I mean, yes. Most of my courses that I teach are at the university, at least. I don't know if that's what you're asking, but at the university I teach audio production, but there is a critical listening class that we talk about that because you need to understand like what it's about, how it works. Partially because EQ, if you're using equalizers, you need to understand the scales because you're going to be EQing things that line up with notes, and you're going to be EQing things that line up with the overtone series. So there's those two times that if you're just EQing, you need to understand what the notes are and how they work. So when I teach beginners about sound, you bet we talk about the notes. I don't know if we go into as much the history and the development of it, but certainly they'll get a little bit of that in some of our other curriculum. And then we talk about it with our production stuff as well. I mean, you just have to. Because if you don't understand, it's like somebody online on the Hey Audio group on Facebook this week was like, hey, everybody who is a student, did you ever consider, instead of spending $100,000 on school, just taking the $100,000 and building a studio, which is a little bit of a ridiculous question in the first place. Partially because you can get loans to be a student. The lenders find that's a relatively safe bet most of the time. But if you're not a student, the lenders tend to not want to give you $100,000 just to buy equipment. So, great. And that's fine. But I really hope and I think that with our program and our students that we're giving them the skills to be successful in the field in a way that they might not get it at home, just watching YouTube or whatever. And so that level of depth, I think, is really important, that they walk away with a broader knowledge and skill base that maybe becomes more valuable with their degree. Anyway, side note, right? Always. Let's see. What do I have here going on? So I'm really excited for the new sequencer that's coming out this coming week. We're just like days away. Because I found it's really hard to work inside this sequencer. It just is. I want to be able to have my blocks, and I want to be able to like have the other part remain open, and so that's what's changing in 13. Based on what they've told us. And so I'm looking forward to some of those tools and things that we're getting in Reason 13. And then I'm going to be doing a couple more streams like this and thinking about which things I really like about Reason and which ones I found hard and frustrating to do. Already, I found some things which I don't like composing with this, and that is there's no like notation part of it. Notation is a part of what I like to do in terms of seeing what I've played as notes. Not everybody not everybody cares about that, and so that's not a big deal, but maybe for me that's a deal. I don't know yet. Having to remember what I just played can be really hard sometimes, because I'm on a live stream, I'm writing, I'm doing like 6 different things. I'm making sure my levels on my audio are okay. And then I have to also remember what notes I'm playing. That's a thing. And Totigares, yes, the other stuff is great too. As I said at the beginning, I actually just became a beta tester for 13. Woohoo! I'm hoping I get it installed and start messing with it before it comes out this week. But on my main computer, I'm just going to wait to put 13 on it when it's released, and I'll put the beta version. Because the beta is a rolling beta. It's not like the beta ends when 13 comes out. Then they just start doing beta testing for other stuff, which is cool. Anyway, I'm excited to see what some of that stuff is. And I want to go through and dig through, find more. I do think that the new browser in here is going to be very helpful because right this moment, it's hard to find stuff. And they have a lot of packs you can download with Reason Plus. And so it's like there's a lot of things that I'm going to be excited to see what I can find now that it's going to be a lot easier to find things, if that makes sense as well. Michael says, I've totally decided I'll die with Logic. It's got its problems, but I don't have time to switch. I'm a live streamer on a performer streaming site. See, I mean, here's the thing, Michael. I wouldn't switch. I wouldn't switch if you have a certain need for it to be a certain way right this moment, right? And I have the luxury of having this summer to go through and kind of dink around a little bit. I've got a couple of really big projects I'm working on. None of them are tied to Logic right this second, so I have the ability to kind of go do this. One of the things I'm doing this summer, I'm doing a study abroad trip with students for 2 weeks in Europe, in the Czech Republic, and so it's like I've got the luxury of focusing on that and running that trip and goofing around with software. And so I'm taking that opportunity to mess around. And then when the fall comes back and I'm teaching again, we'll see exactly where that lands. Now, I do wish they would come out with, I mean, you can always get third-party things, but I wouldn't mind having a new set of like reverbs and things like that. So we're going to do effects send, reverb input 1 and 2, output on the effects returns 1, send 1, return 1. Reverb is left and right. Now this reverb, I mean, it's been around for a while now. The RV7000 Mark II. You can actually do impulse responses with it. Cool. But we're just going to use the default plate for a minute. And Michael, I love Chromaverb on Logic, but I use impulses a ton because I'm an impulse collector. And so I love bringing my impulses into whatever I do. Let's see if I actually routed this all right. That's what I want to find out. So, where do the returns come? I see it right there. Turn it on. Aha. Okay, cool. let's try to do something with Pangea here. That's cool. So things I would reach for. Cool delay. The new delay that's coming out this week is going to be pretty cool, I can tell. A reverb, when we have a reverb built in, I don't know. I really want to get into I really want to get in an accordion. I've been listening to a lot of Central European music lately, even pop stuff. Well, pop stuff for them in the past 10 years, and a number of people in Czech Republic and Slovakia are using accordions. But this is kind of this is a they're calling it a traveler organ. I've got a traveler organ in the other room, actually. It's it looks like a big box, probably about that wide. I don't know, 6 octaves or something. I can't even remember. And you pump it with your feet. It folds up, and it's like a reed organ. Sounds. I mean, I've got a lot of delay and reverb on that, but it has that sound if it's dry. I love that thing. Nice textural stuff sometimes. What was that? I swear I was on the downbeat. I swear. I don't know where I was. Oh, I was not on the downbeat. I wonder if I've got any good manglers in here that we can use. Pulverizer demolition. Sweeper modulation. Let's try that. Rob, if you're asking about, let me find it in here. This sound. Oh, no, that's not the right thing. Ugh, where did I just break it? This sound right here, is that the one you're asking about? So that is a stock sound. It's been in there since like Reason 3 or something. It is so good. I still use it all the time in different ways, sometimes more obvious than others. It's this combinator patch that's like this guitar bottleneck that they put through all these delay lines and a scream and a reverb, and they mix it all together. It's really cool. I don't know why. I have it right now attached to this, my hand. Let's see. I have it attached to a gecko, but I think I've messed it up somehow again. No, that's up all the right levels. Man, that other thing at the bottom I need to turn off. Doo-doo-doo. That's not working. For whatever reason, that's a funny joke. Maybe, did I have it set up in my mixer wrong? I don't think so. I don't know, I can't play it right now. Let me just throw it on another patch real quick so you can hear it, because it is really cool. And it does some cool stuff. I'll just drop it over next door here. So this middle, right, it sounds, but then the lower section, it's a little loud. Let me turn it down. In my ears, it's loud. Used in the right way, I mean, that fits into so many places, right? I've tried auto sampling it. I've never quite gotten it to work. So I thought I'll just get it back like a year ago or two, whenever Reason Rack really came out and it was working with Logic. I thought I'll just get Reason Plus for a day, get the 777 back. But the way that those delay lines and stuff are all interacting with each other, I never could get the sample to work right and play how I wanted to, because it's kind of changing a little bit here and there depending on how you're doing it. And so it kept me using Reason Rack. It's the only thing I would use in it for like months. And then we end up with songs. And every once in a while, when you're like, right, you're up there and you're like, that is what you don't get when you sample it. Because it's grabbing it from the last pitch. Oof. And, I don't know if it's... So, Rob, I don't know. I mean, if it sounds more musical than the Logic stuff. The part of this that I really like is what happens down here in the rack and how I can just, like, build the gear that I want. Now, it is Reason Rack. You can get third-party devices and stuff, but I can't get... I mean, not all of it makes sense to my brain, how they designed it and what they're doing with it, but it's pretty cool. And I'm really spending more time in the next few weeks getting with the percussion stuff because, I'm not a drummer. I kind of know what I want, but I can't always get what I want. It's like going from point A to point B isn't a straight line for me yet with some of their tools. I like the idea of them, but oftentimes it's like a really interesting pathway. That being said, there's a lot I think that's going to help with the new... it's really going to help this week with the new browser that they've got coming out. And so I do think that that's going to help quite a bit. I need to get more of their content downloaded because it's like sometimes I'm like, oh, there's 4 Kong kits, or, it's like, let's switch this out with one of the other drum things. Because that it's not great. I mean, it's fine. It's whatever. But there's a little bit more here right off the bat. So it's like I can just find stuff and test it out. Oof. Right there. Let's turn that down. It's okay, Animex. I don't know what I'm doing yet all the way with the drums, but I'm goofing around with it. Oof. So the beat map algorithmic drummers is great in certain circumstances, but it has a lot of things left to be desired there's parts. I just don't have, I can't think I need to change it in this way and make it work yet. That's what mastery of a software tool does for you. When I use, excuse me, when I use Logic, it's like at this point I can think of something and I can translate that into what I want. Really pretty straightforward. That part's not bad. So I guess with time this would come, but I don't always want to have to program out the beats, the drums. I want to have something do it for me when I'm songwriting or when I'm creating. I want that to be something that's not in my brain having to worry about making it. Now, some people would say, well, that's, a really important part. You should probably spend some time doing it. And that's just not what I want to do up front. I want something else to kind of fill that need, and then we can kind of sculpt them as we get to there. Cool. I think this is a good place to actually end. We've been going about almost an hour. I think it's time for me to pull the plug. Thanks for those who are here chatting. I think that's awesome. And we're going to do another one or two of these. I'm going to probably wait. I'm going to do a stream on the day the new version 13 comes out. I'm going to have spent some more time in this between now and then, continually. I've already spent some more time in here, but there's some things that I want to sort out so I can do more of these songwriting ones over the next couple weeks. And then we're going to do a couple streams with Studio One, FL Studio, and some others, just to see which parts of each of these are working for me and which ones aren't. Anyway, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. You're all amazing. And we'll pull the plug. We'll see you next time.